Words cannot describe how excited I am for the Corolla GR. To me, it's Toyota's return to form to have an amazing, sporty Corolla and not a general commuter car. So then I asked myself, maybe I should drive the manual, normal Corolla hatch before the GR comes out and get a good first impression of what the chassis is like. The fact that Toyota had the guts to even make this car in manual makes me so freaking happy. So is the Corolla hatch in manual actually worth taking a look at? And does it give us a preview of what the Corolla GR might be? Let's go for a drive and find out. Hey guys, we're gonna take a quick pause to talk about today's sponsor, Upstart. For many people, getting financially healthy is dropping the weight of credit card debt because it's stressful and it's just not good to have in the back of your head. But where do you start when it feels like a never-ending cycle? Upstart can help you pay off your existing debt quickly and easily with a personal loan so you can start living your life. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment to pay off their loan all online. And Upstart knows that you're more than just your credit score. So rather than just looking at your credit score alone, Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, your employment, and other information in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. And you can check your rate without impacting your credit score in just 5 minutes for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. And you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. So find out how Upstart can help you lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/blue or click the link in the description below. That's upstart.com/blue, and don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the brand new Toyota Corolla hatch, and it's a manual transmission. And sir, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Ryan.
I really enjoy the looks of these. I think they look really cool. And, you know, seeing Osbo drift one in FD is so neat.
That's what sparked my want for it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So their marketing worked?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, Toyota
does. No, but honest to God, I was really excited to see them release this because the Corolla has such a wild up and down history, which we can cover in a second. But what I really like about it is that it just seems like Toyota is learning how to have fun again. And this seems like a fun car, especially that this motor is insanely high compression. So can you get into the motor and what else it's found in?
So from what I've seen, the 2-liter that's in here is 13.5 to 1.
And it's super high compression.
And it's also the basic foundation of the Supra motor, known as the M20.
The 4-banger one.
Right.
Yeah. Looking at the Supra, you're like, oh yeah, it's got a 4-cylinder version, it's got that. And then you get to the Corolla hatch, and I don't know, like the marketing for this is kind of half and half. I think some of it is like, look at this sporty hatch we just made. Okay, the Corolla, it has had its ups and downs. It has been, you know, the legend of the Terreno, the AE86 rear-wheel drive. Its roots are in rear-wheel drive. Then it turned into a legitimate commuter car, right?
And then I've had one of those
forever. And don't get me wrong, I drove like a first-gen front-wheel drive one time and had a great time because the kid had this amazing family story. It was his mom's car, then it was his car, and he modified it with very cheap parts and it looked fantastic. All right, so horsepower-wise, what are we looking at?
The brochure says 169.
The brochure. You can read the brochure.
Exactly.
I had to say it.
The thing about it is, once you're above $4,000, it's just a whole different world.
This is gonna be really intense, guys. I promise. All right, roll on from first. Go. What is that? What kind of limiter is that?
Isn't it cool?
It's kind of cool.
It's ridiculously
He gave me
hard.
permission, by the way. He wanted me to hear it. Dude, we're in 3rd gear still.
And approaching
a lot.
Bad numbers.
Bad number.
Especially with the manual transmission in these cars, they're so muffled that you can't hear it.
And you probably don't really have feedback of where you're at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of the reason that I did it was because one, I can tell where I'm at. It gives me a little bit of noise because cool, but also because it vibrates a little bit more and you actually know what's going on rather than not hearing anything.
Brakes are nice.
Yes.
Brakes are really nice, and also the VIP style floor mats, because you came from the VIP world. So what'd you own before this one?
I had a LS400. It wasn't like super modded out or anything, but I've always appreciated mini trucks, and then I kind of moved into the VIP world, and you know, I had a lot of influence from that. After having my Lexus for so long, it had 240,000 miles on it, and I beat the crap out of that thing.
Yeah.
Burnouts almost daily. Just with the reliability of that, it was time to kind of move on, and this was just kind of the natural step, I guess.
Normally, I would not put this much emphasis on a shift knob, but tell me about the shift knob, because it's really unique, and people in the comments will be like, you're gonna be talking about shift knob for 5 minutes, but it has a flower in it.
So
like
the shift
a
knob,
legitimate flower.
I got the shift knob from Etsy, a store named Kotaru, or
Okay.
some version of that. I'm
Sure.
not really great at, but it is an acrylic molded shift knob that has a flower in it, and I've always really liked that about like the Shakotan people, the really eccentric shift knobs.
Sure. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the turn-in is really nice. Like, it turns in really well, it feels good, and also, your seating position, you feel nice and low, your visibility is good, but at the same time, it has this almost spaceship feeling vibe to it, where, I don't know, wow, okay, this is great.
The lowering springs definitely help it.
Yeah, okay, so you have lowering springs and spacers.
Lowering springs, spacers, a blitz type wing, the floor mats, the shift knob, you know, nothing too crazy. I mean, it is a new car.
So, I gotta ask about the fire. What happened with the fire?
So, this is actually my second car. I had a 2019 Galactic Aqua Mica, and the dealer that I got that car from neglected to tell me about some issues. I was going to look at trading mine in for this one, actually, from like 3 different dealerships. Well, I was looking into my dealership and they run the Carfax. Well, it came up on the Carfax that it had fire damage from the front bumper to the driver rear door.
Oh my god, so it's not just like a little bit.
No, it said it was minor. And the dealer that I got this from tried to tell me that it's basically it's basically a clean title. Rather than facing a lawsuit, they put me in this one, which I actually been looking at from a few different dealers.
Looks
this
really
same
good
car,
in white too.
Doesn't it?
It looks real good in white. This car, I think, in the future is going to be one of those unsung heroes that people didn't appreciate at the time. And I think in the future, people will really love.
Well, a lot of people get them with the CVTs.
Yeah, and that ruins it, I feel like.
Yeah, and with the manual, it definitely is a lot different.
However, with the low horsepower, once you get it going,
it'll spin wheels.
Yeah, but once you get it going, it has the same philosophy as like a Miata and stuff like that, is you can chuck this thing in and it just does it. All of third gear, that's flat around that corner. I'm so glad Toyota is starting to make sportier car. Even if this is quote unquote not their sports car, I'm glad that there's sports car flair to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And if somebody really wanted to, they could put suspension and everything else we said earlier and have a really good time. And this is a jack of all trades car. Like, I'm flooring it, by the way, everyone. It brakes. I think the brakes is what surprises me the most. I thought I would cook these brakes really, really fast. But since the car is so light and you can engine brake in this really well, it's nothing. Dude, we are cooking. I can't undisclosed speed, but it's so chill. Like, we're just hanging out.
You can fit a full-size Husky toolbox in the back.
Really?
The wood top one.
I think, you know what that kind of reminds me of is the Honda Fit. You know, the Honda Fit is this great car. It really is deceiving. They call it a Fit because on the outside it looks like you can't fit anything inside, but you can. Even though it's faster, I'm having more fun in this than the new Mazda Turbo, which they are competitors and this is cheaper. So, am I saying that it's so slow that it's not fun. Absolutely not. I'm having a great time because
You can go flat out.
Yeah, you can floor it everywhere. And not just that, if your expectations are not a fast straight line car, then you're gonna have such a wonderful time. If you put this car on the right road, you're gonna love it. If you drive it on the highway, you're probably not gonna get it. You know, that's the problem. As soon as you chuck it into a corner, it's so odd how good it is. Like I don't know
what the weight distribution is.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have no fear in this thing whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking for like a really good hatchback, this is perfect. It might be a little too small for some people, but to me, I would daily one of these and make it look cool. I mean, you can make these look so dope. I mean, that's the thing.
A lip kit here, a mid-wing here, diffuser there.
And they make a color that's a lot like grabber blue, and it looks so
I think it's called flame blue.
Yeah, it's so bright and vibrant.
It's almost like nitrous blue, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot like nitrous blue. That's a good way to put it. All right, here we go. Full throttle. Nothing.
The tinting was done by my friends over at Exact Customs.
So head over to them.
Fantastic guys. Other than that, you know, just mainly stock parts.
On that note, thank you so much, my friend. I had a great time, and the car drives really fun. I'm actually sad I'm stopping. That says something. When I'm sad I'm stopping, the driving experience is mellow, but it can be intense if you want. That's what's so interesting, is that I had so much fun in this car that I'm like weirded out by it. Because, you know, it's so not what Toyota has built in the past 20 years. And I think this is a fantastic car. But on that note, I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Super proud to announce my first ever merch collection over at ThatDudeinBlue.com with designs I'm super proud of. So for my first ever collection, make sure to head over to ThatDudeinBlue.com and consider supporting the channel. And thanks so much for the support.